everyone and welcome back. In this video I will be teaching you how to play Beethoven's Pathetique Sonata third movement. The first thing that you should know is the C minor scale, and it's like this. And Beethoven's gonna use the first chord of the scale, C, E flat G, to come up with the melody. So all he does is the first inversion and second inversion, and the piece will start right here. Okay, notice that we have the chord plus the D, which is passing to get to the E flat. So then we have these notes. C minor outlined, then we have F to D, and then we go back to C minor, E flat C. Okay, I'll do it again. So we have fingers 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have 5, 3, 4, 1. Okay, notice the D passing to the E flat. There, long note, long note, and long note. Alright, so C minor for this, but also think on the G7 here. We're gonna go to, if you find the 5th degree, you have this chord, but what he did is make the B flat a natural, and he's gonna use this chord. So that's why he used the F and the D on the top, and then coming back down E flat C to C minor. So once you play this, you're gonna think on C minor. Once you play this, you're gonna think on G7. Back to C minor. Okay, so the one chord, then we go to the 5th chord with that raised third there, so which is the B, and then back again to the one chord C minor. All right, so let's play it now. So we have short note. All right, so we have detached note, dum bum bum, crescendo a little bit, still piano, do pa da, long note a little more, ti da, and we're so back to C, which is C minor again. Okay, so if you want to count this, the measure starts kind of in the middle, so you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and C again. Okay, there you have it. Now because we play C minor here, we're also gonna mock those notes, so we're gonna have C, E flat, G, and C, which is all together C minor. And these notes, he breaks it down and does this. That's all there is there. Okay? And just because you go down on the chord, if you play it all at once, you have to also go down on the 5th finger and then up a little bit. That will help you play it. So down, up. Okay? And it's for all the chords like this. The next one will be this. And the next one will be this. Alright, so just remember this. C minor chord, first chord of the scale. Then you have this. Now you can think, oh, what is that? So if you flip the F, that gives you a G7. So the F is in the middle, and then it's over C. So we have like a G7 over C like this. Okay? He just did this inversion here, and the C on the bass. So after that, we go back to C minor. So I'm going to play just left hand. That's all there is for the harmony. So we did the rhythm, we did the melody, now we have to put it together. So just remember this harmony, and we could start playing both hands together with just those chords. So let's say if we go bum bum bum, then we match it on E flat, on D here, and we match it here. Okay, that will be simplified, but remember that we do have to move this left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. We're gonna get to there. To put it together, we keep the volume nice and soft because it's piano, and we do this. There, here we match. This C is gonna match the F, and also the C underneath. E flat and B, and then C again. All right. That's all there is. I put a little bit of extra pedal, but you don't have to. Eventually you only put pedal on the long note. A little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there on D, which matches the bass. So for the pedaling, you play the C, pedal down a little bit, let go. Pedal down a little bit there, let go. Pedal down and right there. Okay, it also matches your hand movement, down, up, there, down, up, there, down, up, there. And notice that you do have to move towards a little bit to the right because the stretch of this. So each time move a little bit to help the thumb there. Da, da, dee, da, dee, da, da. Now if you got to search for where's the tension here, you can see C minor is not as much tension, but once you get to here, there's a little bit more tension there towards the middle of the measure and then back to C minor. Okay, so if you play a little faster now, remember that you count 1, 2, 3, You end up with this. Alright? Okay, let's continue now. The next one, you have this. And all he does is use the C minor note with a B in it. Same notes we discussed. Okay, but he adds the ornament at a little turn. So he does the D as an ornament there, 4th finger, then 1st finger on C. So that's the first little 4 notes. And if you have trouble with a quick ornament, you could play them both notes at once and let go the D. But of course, sounds better like this. So it sounds better when you play D and C. And if you just do, that would be a little bit cheating right there. So both at the same time and let go, it creates the same effect. So then we do the same with F and E flat. And that's all there is there. I'll do it one last time. Fingers 4, 3, and then we go 2, 1 here. Now 4, 3 again. We use all the fingers. We get here, and then I use 3rd and 3rd. Okay. Now because we use the scale, we're gonna use the same notes on the left hand. So we're gonna have this. All right. Notice we outline the same chord, and remember in this measure from C minor, and then when we flip, we're gonna use the 2nd finger in E flat, then G 1st finger, 2nd finger again, 3rd and 4th. Okay, so the 3rd measure will be like this on the left hand. Flip here, and notice we're still using C minor notes. Now if we move this around, then we have and we could also measure this up. So if you want to count, you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That's all there is. To that, we need to add the C from the line before. And now here, we're going to match each one. We do the ornament D to C. We match it here. Match it here. Match it here. D and D. And we get there. So I'll do it again where we match it. So we have match there, each one matches. Then we're gonna get to the next one. Okay, so I'll do it one last time. Now we match. An important thing is you try to emphasize a little bit the melody. So when you play this, keep the left hand light and the right hand sings. Okay, now we continue. Right hand, a little crescendo, but also the crescendo on the notes. So the left hand in this measure we have the C, but then after that we have C and E flat, same chord, C minor. That's 1. Now we move here to G major, split, right? And then we go to A flat and C and G. And then we go to G. I'll do it once again. So we have this. You could do a down movement on C, up, down movement on this 3rd C and E flat, which is the 1st degree and the 3rd from C minor. Now you're gonna do 2 and 4 for the third again from G major, and then we have A flat C, and we get back to here. Okay, now if you do that, you have to put it together with this. Okay, so let's do it at the same time. So we match here. Now we match the D with the G. We match the E flat with C and E flat on the left hand. Match here also. Match here also here. By itself now, because we have a quarter note. By itself and here. And then here we get to G major split. Alright, so I'm going to play the entire right hand up to there, the left hand, and then together. So we have this. Now do a little crescendo. Less. Even though if you do a crescendo, remember to keep it within piano. Unless now. Okay, left hand for this. Always legato, blending the notes. The less pedal the better, but you can do a little touch there on the bass. First time. A little touch, not too much. Or just for practicing purpose, if you're starting to practice and you want to hear something different, you could hold at the beginning. See what it sounds, the harmonies. Left, 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 left. The G major, you could. Okay. So basically when you do this, C minor, G7 over C, then C minor again, little variation on C minor. Now we start using thirds on the same chord, we go to G, and you could think that one is a A flat 7, major 7, but it doesn't have the A flat, and then G major, okay? Last time we'll do it together at the same time, so bum 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 crescendo, get there and then release. Alright, and notice that I give it to it, the last note is longer, so you need to give it a little extra too. Okay. Alright, let's play a little faster now. Maybe I play like that, maybe even faster. Whatever speed you would like to do there. Some people play it slower. Bum, 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 bum. The important thing is at the beginning trying to sing it. He wrote allegro, so I think it should be played at this tempo. Alright, now notice there when you do the G major, in this tune, D and G, and the last note we're going to add also a little melody. So we're going to have the G long note on the 5th measure, and then we have pa-dum, just F and G with the slur. So you could do a down movement on the F and then let go on the G. Ta-dum, okay? So for the most part, G major, and we do the same movement down up here, and we try to go towards the G. A nice movement to do is an outside movement and then inside, so that helps you blend in rather than this. Okay, so we put it together now with the G. Oh, now F, G together, and we got the 5th measure. Okay, so here we go down, up, and then we have A flat, but he's gonna also add an ornament, 2 notes, da 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 da, and release there on short note, da 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 da. Okay, Same kind of slur, down up. Let's go back to bar 6. So you can see there the F and A flat D. So if you think about this chord, there's one on the 4th degree, F diminished, and that's what he used. He moved this around. Okay, so now when you play it, you just match it there with the diminished, and you did the ornament, match here, and that's all there is. Let's do it again. Match both, and we continue. We have the same ornament. Notice by going this way, we kind of outline C minor. So short note. So long note, short note again. Okay, fingers 2, 3, 4, 1. That's all there is. The left hand, you have the inversion from C minor. We have these notes: E flat, G, C, E flat, 5, 4, 2, 1, and you have to go inside the keyboard because you have lag notes. Then you have an A flat 7. Notice. Then you have A flat 7. C minor again, flipped, and then G major, and then C. Okay? So, but let's put it together with this. That's it. So we have these notes on the left hand: C minor and A flat 7. That's all there is. So when you match them, now here you match the C, match, and we get there. Okay? And the technique for the left hand is the same: up, down, up, down. Okay, so down here, up, down here, up. Alright, now measure 7 together. So we play E flat, F, and G. We match it with E flat on the left hand, C minor. We have the short note here and release on A flat, and then we have these two notes together: E flat and C, F sharp and D. And then we're gonna change here. Okay? Then here we're gonna change. So once we do measure 8, we end right there. So we have E flat, F, and D, 3, 4, 2, and then 2, 3, 1. Notice again, we are outlining a little bit of the G, and a little bit of the C minor. Play with the 1st degree and the 5th. Alright, so when you do this, let's do it together with the left hand. So because we outline C minor, we're going to have this bar 8. So we have the C minor outline there. He has the G. So we have this. Then he does G major. And then he goes an octave down to C minor. That's all there is there. So when you match it, let's say you come from before. Match here on C. Here we match E flat and G. Match here, T, match here, and here. Release. Da, dee, da. Alright, and we have short notes there. Now if I do just bar 8, we have the E flat and G on the bass. So we have this. Match, match, G and G. Da, dee, da. Alright? For some people it might be difficult to do all the matching, so what we could do is just punch the chord. Alright, so if you learn the chord, see, we have a C minor, if I do it from the before, so C minor, then G7 over C, C minor again. Then if we continue here, you could just learn those chords: G major, F diminished, C minor, A flat 7, C minor. Just learn those chords if you kind of know match it. Sometimes it's a little hard to do the matching, and then you can start doing tom pom 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 da da di da. Then change here da di da 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 di da da bom ba da di da da. That would be if you want to do it without doing every little note that we did before, okay? And learn those chords very well. You could rewind the beat if you would like, so it'd be easier that way. Now let's play it very slow one time so you can see the matching, and let's go through the dynamics a little bit. So we increase here, tom pop pop towards there and match. Ta match here. Da, be, do, da. Now we're gonna switch here a second. We match. Match each one. Match. Di, da, da. Up down on the left hand. Da, with the G major. Up down. Short note. Ti dum ti dum. Yom. Ta da din ti da da. And that's all there is. If you play quick. Alright? Sometimes people have trouble with this when you do the little ornament. But think that you're going towards here and then think ahead like this. If you play this instead of doing ta-dum, instead of doing the break, play F, G, F, G, A flat. And then you cut it off. Same here. Think it like that first. Rather than sometimes that's the problem, see? And that tells you that you're going to the right, left, and then right again. Now try to think that they did not have this the configuration that he wrote, so it'd be easier. When you do the line, remember long notes a little bit more sound. Pa 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 pa. That's more sound. Pa da. T release. Now. Now up down. Ta dum. Release. Ti dum. Release. Piano now. Ta da dim. Pi da dum. Ba di da. It's important that it's a short note there. Short note. Ti da dum. Pa di da. Pa da dim. Pi da dum. Ba di da. And play a little bit with different sounds. The left hand has to remain steady. Important that you don't forget the rest. There's a rest there after G. Alright? We'll do it one last time all together and we'll finish up this section. So we have we march, march, march. We march and release here. Second finger and we match every note. Do, dum, pa, re, do. Every note matches. Yum, dum. Release here. Much, much ornament. You could use a little bit more pedal because we're going slower. And we get there with a short note. I hope this video was helpful, and if you enjoyed, subscribe. Also, thank you very much, and all my supporters from Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee.